Hello, hello, hello. Away we go. Welcome to NJPW Puroresu Review. I'm your co-host, Undersea. Right over here, it's the not sick out of the two of us, Princess. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I am doing great, Andre. You are correct. I am not sick. I got sick before Halloween, which threw off my gains for my Rhea Ripley costume, but I still had fun with that. How are you feeling today, my friend?
Oh, first day back in the gym in a week. So
Ooh,
I didn't go as hard as I normally do.
I feel you.
I did cardio and some light free weights and some
I feel that.
tricep extensions. It was like
It's always hard going back to the gym after like even just a few days off. This is why I am Mrs. No Days Off. I kind of live there.
yeah,
I get the most out of my $40 a month.
because I worked out with Rich last week. Then I came home. I did the show with you, the Stardom show with you,
Mm,
and you could tell I was getting very sick when a stream started. And the next 3 days I didn't watch wrestling. It's like I couldn't take notes. So that's why we're I think night 12 just happened of the World Tag League. We're going to talk in 3 to 5 here because I've been down and out for a week. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to catch up. We got some Stardom coming to you later this week. We're going to be catching up on the Tag League. We're going to be getting to it late, but there's no more real stuff other than a couple random Road 2 shows to cover until Wrestle Kingdom. So we have lots of time to cover the Tag League for you, ladies and gentlemen.
we do.
And
You
lots
have
of great.
that show. Well, I have that show coming up on Thursday, though, December 7th, where I'm going to be doing the watch along with Bobby Munson and Papa Smokes
Heck
on a
yeah.
local establishment for, I believe it's an MLW show. It's going to be featuring some NJPW guys, so I'm excited about that. I
Yeah,
love working with Papa Smokes and Bobby Munson.
I would be there, except I have to work till 9:30 that night, so I'm gonna miss the
Oh,
MLW event. I really wish I could watch that live with you guys. I really do. But then you and me are gonna be going to see some pro wrestling live in Edmonton on Friday, December
yeah.
8th. We're gonna be checking out Top Town Pro Wrestling featuring Effie, Joey Janela's back, I think.
Yeah.
Um, Evil Uno's back,
Mm.
or AEW's Ortiz is coming in. So we got
Yes,
a lot of great
Austin's very
people.
excited about that.
Yeah, we got a lot of great people coming in. I'm looking forward to that. Our
Mhm.
our, our lovable soy boy Cody Garcia is on the show, facing Reign of the Destroyer. Lots of great content. There's a Santa Claus versus Evil Uno. It's so much stuff, so much great stuff. A 4-way for the title. It's gonna be
Glorious, glorious chaos.
glorious chaos. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna have a great time. About that shop talk will be coming out to you hopefully in the couple days after that. Maybe we might do a
Mhm.
live late night recording again. Those are fun. We're crazy. We feel you get the weirdest version of us. I can tell you that.
I mean, that is true. That is
Mm-hmm.
very true. Especially when the top talent shows do get out a little bit earlier than the LPW ones for us. So
Mm-hmm.
gets you home at a more reasonable time as opposed to midnight.
It really does. It really does. But
Let's get to it though.
we're not here to talk the rest of that. We're here to talk some New Japan Pro Wrestling. But before we do that, I want to thank each and every one of you. We appreciate all the great support you've given us, like watching the videos, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, commenting down below because we love talking to you guys, talking everything professional wrestling. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been available to talk to you guys because I didn't want to type shit. I was that sick. I literally I went to work, came home, laid in my bed, watched Simpsons. That has been my week.
Hey, every now and then we need that time and opportunity to recharge that battery, and that was your time, my friend.
And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
I really hope it's my stuff for Christmas.
I really hope it's cookies.
Nah, my stuff's at my aunt's place across the street. So because I use my mom's Amazon account, so her Prime account. So I don't want to order stuff for her, and she's actually ordering stuff for me for Christmas through my aunt, and I'm doing the same thing for her. So
Tricksy little ant there. I love it.
I love my aunt. She's the best. She lives right across the street, so I can just run over and get stuff whenever it shows up.
Shout out, Auntie.
Shout out my auntie. But it's time to get into it. We're going to talk some New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League. We're going to talk nights 3, 4, and 5 from November 23rd, 24th, and 25th. I was about to say 21st, but then I don't know. We're gonna change it up a little. We're just gonna talk one match. We're gonna get in depth on one match per show. Then the rest of them are just gonna give you a finish and some quick blurbs. We're gonna try to keep this shorter than normal because I still don't have my lungs back.
No, we don't want to kill Andre. We want him to keep going to the gym.
Yes, very much so. And I gymmed today, and it was brutal.
We gymmed.
We gymmed. So we kick it off on November 23rd. Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan, Toru Leona versus Chaos's Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano. Finish of this, Ishii and Yano double team, but Gates of Agony fights back. But Yano pulls the dirty tactics, hits the double low blow to Leona and Khan, and gets the roll up on Khan for the win. Again, fun little match. I kind of like seeing Gates of Agony play the heels here, and Yano getting to play his cheekiness against the heels. The only thing I'm not, it just there's lots of things for cheekiness and this fun stuff in this where I can deal with this. It's not House of Torture.
That was a blessing, yes. Yes, because was this the double low blow one?
Yes, he double low blowed.
Based on memory.
Yeah, I think he double low blowed them. I think he might actually roll up Leona on it, but yeah, he double low blowed both and then rolled up Leona and not Khan. I would say Khan, but it was Leona.
Arm length on him. Who was that Street Fighter character? The sumo guy who had the long arm.
I played Mortal Kombat.
Fair, same. This is why I don't know.
Ryu? Mike, we need Mike.
Mike, help us, Mike. He'll be like messaging us when he sees us, like just shame.
Was it Ryu?
This one, you're right. It was. I actually am really enjoying what I'm seeing out of Khan and Leona because we are kind of getting this little introduction to them. But yeah, this was a bit of a comedy match. This is kind of a Yano match. I'm fine with that because Ishii definitely kept it more serious. Had some pretty nasty headbutts in this one too, which were pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really actually enjoying seeing Khan and Leona over here. I definitely hope we see them a little bit more in the time going forward outside of World Tag League here because this is pretty cool. Yeah,
again, I'm really liking this team. So, and yeah, I might go back and watch some of their ROH stuff. So. I'm open to it. We move on. It's Noah's Galaxy. It is Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa taking on the United Empire's Greto Khan and Hanare with Callum Newman. Really good match. I enjoyed these two teams working together. Noah's Galaxy, a double team Khan. Oiwa hits a Saito suplex, but can only get two. And then the German, but it's broken up. Hanare in to attack Kaito, but he avoids the Rampage. And Noah's Galaxy hit the Doomsday device onto Hanare, then another one on Khan, but Oiwa can only get two. Hanare hits a beautiful Rampage to Kaito Kiyomiya. But Oiwa fights off the double team, but Khan catches him with the claw. Eliminator, and it's over. United Empire get the win.
Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed the antagonism that Greto Khan has brought to the World Tag League this year. He's really just kind of poking everybody, poking all the bears and seeing which one tries to bite him first. All of them are, and it's tremendous. The antagonism, particularly with Kaito, very evident in this one. I'm interested. It's very interesting to see all the shit that Kaito is disturbing with his presence at NJPW because it started with Okada and it's just kind of gravitated. Now he's got issues with Kid. Now he's got issues with Khan. How could we be seeing Kaito making that jump from Noah to NJPW to kind of deal with some of the shit he's disturbed? I wouldn't mind. You guys can take a Oiwa for a little bit. We can trade.
And again, it's not, and they seem to have a pretty open working relationship with Kaito. So it's not like he can't come do shows. I have a feeling he's going to end up on Wrestle Kingdom.
I would like this.
Because you have Saber going to the Noah New Year show. So Kaito working Wrestle Kingdom makes sense.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind this at all.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's Gabe Kidd versus Kaito Kiyomiya at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, could you imagine?
Mm-hmm. That'd be dope. That would be dope. We move on to our main pick for this show. It is Ren Narita and Shota Umino versus the Bullet Club War Dogs, Alex Coughlin and Gabe Kidd. This started out like a bang. Umino comes out like a douchebag, as he always does, walking through the crowd, being the showboater that he is. And the War Dogs attack him like he deserved to be attacked, because keep doing that shit, you're going to get beat up. Kid puts on Umino's jacket. Absolute perfection. Look good. Look better on him. Narita has to run all the way up the stairs to save his partner as he's getting his ass kicked. To help his showboarding jerk of a partner. I have no love. I've lost.
Come in separately. This is why you come in together and you come in from the same point of entry. Because look at the chaos it caused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and chaos isn't even here.
Right.
By the time they fight back to the ring, though, Narita and Umino did have control again. And they end up double teaming Coughlin. Coughlin ends up at one point low bridges Umino over. The War Dogs get the advantage back, beating up the boys on the floor. Coughlin runs Narita into the post. The Dogs are tagging in and out, beating up on Umino in the ring. Narita tries to make a save, but he gets bounced out by the War Dogs. Umino reverses the deadlift suplex and hits a beauty drop kick, literally to Coughlin's face. Looked so good. Narita comes in, fights off a double team, and hits the DDT suplex into the bridge. Narita gets the Cobra Twist, but Coughlin just easily powers out and turns it into a beautiful fall-away slam. Coughlin fights off Narita, hits a beautiful toss German, just yeets him with the German, just looked like it killed him. Not the move that I thought almost killed somebody in these nights, but I'll talk about that. Umino hits a top rope drop kick and goes through the rope, and does that through the rope where he puts a guy through the ropes and jumps over the top. That's like plancha DDT to the apron to Gabe Kidd. Hits the ignition in the ring, but only gets 2. Umino misses the Blaze Blade and gets lariated by Coughlin, and he hits the German lariat, and they hit the German and lariat combo. Like, I love that just simple combo they do. And even like in Narita and Umino, simple, using the heart attack now, because they get the back in control and they hit Kidd with the heart attack. I love that these teams are doing simple, easy double team maneuvers. The belly to belly in the corner and the double knees into the half and half for 2. Umino gets the SCF on Kidd, but Coughlin and Kidd both try to use a chair, but the ref stops Coughlin. Umino fights off Kidd's attempt to use the chair. Double choke slam by the War Dogs to Umino for 2. They get rid of Narita, hit a double muscle buster, but again, only 2. Coughlin shucks the ref. Kidd wallops Umino in the head with a chair, hits the pile driver, and the Dogs beat the Pillars.
Seems to me you may have made a good choice in switching your choice.
TMDK.
Yeah, shortest intro Shota Umino ever had, and I think I sent you the clip of it. I think it was on Twitter or Instagram, one of the two, of him just coming out doing his thing, and suddenly,
yeah. When I saw the video, I'm like, "What?"
Gabe Kidd.
I love that video when you sent it to me too. I'm like, he deserves it.
I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know what was going on. I was just watching it, like, oh, Shota Umino's intro. Oh, yeet. Okay, we have a drive-by. We have a crime. Yeah, this was a fun match. Mainly because of the shenanigans at the start with with the War Dogs, and I'm not going to lie, I'm very surprised. Because usually when in NJPW, typically when we have that kind of start, the aggressors don't win it. And in this case, they did. That's a very interesting direction for them to take it. Very curious to see how the dogs do the rest of the tournament here, because they are pretty freaking dominant right now. The losses that they could potentially get, though, are scary, given who's in the rest of the block. We'll see how the rest of the show goes. But yeah, this was a ripper of a match. I love this match.
Oh, yeah, definitely a highlight match of the night for me here.
100%.
Because the main event wasn't a highlight, while still one of my favorite teams.
It was
main
good.
event.
Yeah.
It was a good main event, but it wasn't a highlight because of all the bullshit. And it was House of Torture's Evil and Yujiro Takahashi taking on Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes. Okay, so Lance Archer might be a goddamn genius on commentary, because there's a line here where Evil got an attack and he goes for the pin, and Archer says, "And the fans go mild," because there was no reaction. It was perfect line.
Yeah, I enjoyed Archer on commentary. Was this the night he was eating ice cream?
I don't know.
I feel like at the beginning of the show, when he joined Chris on commentary, I feel like he brought ice cream. I don't know if Chris Charlton got ice cream. I think he did, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going based on memory, though. This was 2 shows ago, so I really am not. But I'm pretty sure there was ice cream.
Yeah, probably. So the end of this match, Yujiro's trying Big Juice. Team DK hit Highway to Hell. Can't get the win. Team DK go for Tank Buster, but Show rings the bell on the outside, distracting them. Then Kanemaru appears on the apron, and Yujiro low blows Nichols and ends up running him into the refs. So Show and Kanemaru end up coming in. They attack Nichols, but Kanemaru actually incidentally missed Show in the face with the Santori surprise, and they run them out of the ring. And they hit a tope on Hilo. TMDK runs Evil into the exposed corner, hit the Tank Buster onto him. Then they low blow Yujiro, hit the Tank Buster on him, and they get the win. Again, you're gonna cheat. If they're gonna cheat on you, you might as well cheat back to win. Yeah.
There was so much ball touching in this one. You know how I feel about low blows. They're not my favorite thing. If they can be worked into a match where it makes sense, I can appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
But where the guys on the other side of TMDK there are concerned, it's too much. I'm calling bullshit on the Tokyo Pimp. It's been a hot minute since we've seen a lady here. I saw you grabbing more balls than I have seen boobs in the last little bit. So
but you can have
I'm calling false advertisement on that.
You can have guys who pimp out guys. Come on.
Yeah, but he's not pimping anything out. He's doing it himself.
He's pimping himself. So at the end of night number 3, you have the Pillars, Umino, and Narita with 2 points. Chaos with 2 points. United Empire with 2 points. TMDK alone on top with 4 points. War Dogs with 2. House of Torture with 2. Team Noah Galaxy, Oiwa and Kiyomiya have 2 points, and then the Gates of Agony are 0-2 with 0 points. So we're going to move on to World Tag League night number 4 from November 24th. Walker Stewart is doing the version I watched, because I watched it well after. Walker Stewart's English commentary is in there. He is doing it very much Kevin Kelly here, doing the commentary in post, and he's been posting up, but he's trying to get it. He's trying to get them done within a day or two, just so the English people can watch it as soon as possible. He's working very hard. You can see his Twitter talking about it. Well, still just trying to have a regular life leading up to Christmas.
And thank you, sir, for your time and dedication.
Very much so. So we kick it off. It's Lucha Jr., Atlantis Jr., and Soberano Jr. taking on the Rogue Army of Bad Luck Fale and Jack Bonza. Again, really good opening tournament match here for this. there was a little spot from Oxford. He's saying Bonza's been in 2 Chikara King of the Trios tournaments, but he's never won a tournament. It was just like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
It was just comparing because this is his first New Japan tournament. Just to say he's had tournament experience, but he's never won.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Was this? No, I think it's on the other show. The Power Bomb. I think that's on the other show. Yeah, it's on the 26th. Never mind. It's not on this one. The end of this one comes suplex and high cross by Lucha Jr. to Bonza, and they send Foley to the floor. Soberano hits Steve Fosbury flop to Foley on the floor. Atlantis comes off the top with the frog splash to Bonza, and he gets the win.
This was the one where we were debating before we came on here about what I saw, and it was clearly Bonza who took it because there's no effing way he could have done this to Foley. Doing Soberano Jr. doing the surfboard. Clearly to Bonza.
Oh my god, I want to see that surfboard, but like,
would die, the poor thing.
But do you notice Foley's bringing the Tonkin massage parlor back into business?
He is. Ishimori Taiji was acting like a little tip.
Yeah, he's standing on people's backs. He's working people's backs, or he's getting the Tonkin massage parlor up and running again.
Yes. Did you see Atlantis Jr.'s mask design for this one?
I did
really
not.
Enjoyed it. It was
I did,
but the eye holes there, you notice the eye holes are usually a different color for him. He had the Mexican flag, so one was red, one was green. It was really cute.
Oh, I didn't notice
very
that.
Very subtle, because the black really kind of made it stand out way less. But I liked it because despite wearing the black, they were still kind of face-ish towards the crowd. The crowd loves them. You could see afterwards Atlantis was taking pictures with the kids, holding up the fist, letting them hold the title belt that he brought over. It was really nice. It was a really fun match. I've been enjoying seeing Foley again. I've missed Foley. He's actually doing really well for what he's been doing also away with Mr. Bonza. Very fun. They've become a very interesting tag team. The open undercard matches have been interesting also, where they've been joining Ishimori the most. Yeah, they've been having fun. I like it. Do we see Ishimori maybe gravitating over a little bit more that way?
It could be, because again, like, what's his place with the War Dogs? Does he really have one? And it's the same thing for Chase Owens. Does he eventually leave Foley's War Dogs to join up there with the Rogue Army? There's a lot of questions. Like,
there is.
Yeah,
there is.
There is. So we move on to the next match on November 24th. It's Yuji Nagata and Minoru Suzuki Blue Murder taking on Yota Tsuji and Zannikin Jr. The Pirate Blast. Again, this was a really fun match. Just getting to watch like Suzuki just beat the shit out of Zannikin was so good.
It's not like he didn't provoke him.
No, but
he tenderized them titties. He got what he deserved.
Yeah. End of it comes Nagata's fighting back against Zannikin, but Zannikin hits this nasty headbutt, hits the scoop slam. Zannikin tags in Tsuji, who gets on top of Zannikin's shoulders, standing on his shoulders, and they hit the fall from grace, which is Tsuji diving off of Zannikin's shoulders, and he gets the win on Yuji Nagata.
Mr. Suzuki not too happy.
Nope.
I mean, understandably so. But dang, Suzuki was mad, destroying stuff, yeeting gates. The young lions got beat up. Poor things.
Yeah.
Interesting point made on commentary. Tsuji not particularly active in this match. I mean, in comparison to Mr. Zannikin Jr. I didn't have a problem with it. I've been enjoying them showcasing him with his matches with Tsuji. And seeing how well they do work together. It's very interesting that they haven't asked him to join Los Ingobernables. I mean, who better than a Buccaneer?
Yeah, you already have one guy trying to open his eye more, so might as well go with the guy who keeps his eye shut.
Yeah, there you go. Why not?
Why not? Again, I really enjoyed this. I'm really liking Zandikin. He's got some really dynamic offense in here. We'll talk about it when we talk about. I watched the 26 show too already too. He just he's so smooth, man, and he's very young.
Well, I'm agreeing with you.
Get that smile off your face.
I'm looking at Suji, sir.
But and he's super young and super early in his career. He's only been going for a couple of years, so it just how good he is, just pure natural talent right there. Yeah. So we move on to our main pick of the show. It's a Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshi-Hashi versus Monster Murder Sauce, Alex Zane, and Lance Archer. Great little blurb that Walker Stewart gave us. Archer won this tournament with Minoru Suzuki in 2011. It was when it was still called the G1 Tag League.
And it was his first time over.
Yeah. So, Archer taking out lines and wallops Oscar Loibe. It was so mean.
It was so good, though.
Oh, dude.
It's so mean, but so good. I mean, that's what he does. Takes out lions. Even if you work with him, don't matter. You a lion.
Yeah. And goddamn, Yoshi-Hashi needs to get rid of that goddamn armor. It just looks bad. And even Goto, he's not even got a look even close to that anymore. Just go to a robe, dude. Just go to a robe like your partner. You look stupid.
I actually really like the white on Goto. I would really prefer if Yoshi-Hashi would actually gravitate towards that a little bit more.
Yeah. He had it on the first show.
I feel that Goto has just had a bit more of a successful career in general. In comparison to Yoshi-Hashi, he should probably be leading a little bit more.
I agree, 100%.
And Yoshi-Hashi to me has done in any kind of high capacity has been done with somebody else. Goto has held the never open weight title in the time that I have been watching. I know he's held more titles and singles titles. To me, I look at these two, and I know Yoshi-Hashi was he's come up through the Young Lion thing and whatever, but lead a little bit more with Goto. Goto knows what's going on.
Well, yeah, because he's had a lot of success in professional wrestling. It's he really, because he's been Intercontinental Champion twice. Back when he was a junior tag champ in his early days. Regular tag champ multiple times. Never open weight champ. Never open weight 6-man champ. Strong open weight tag champ. He's won the G1 Climax in 08. He's won the Japan Cup 3 times. He's won the World Tag League 4 times. He won the Young Lion Cup back in 2005. This man is well decorated. Yeah.
Take us into it.
Goto and Zayn having a great back and forth early till Bishamon have to cheat, and they try the war drum, and then they knock Zayn down. They try the war drums on Archer, but he breaks up, but they slam him, and they get Zayn over top of him and do the war drums to Zayn. Archer tosses Zayn into Goto in the corner. Then Archer hits a huge lariat, and Zayn gets a 2 count. Archer comes in, beating up on Goto. Zayn chopping Goto. They trade strikes, but Goto hits a rebound lariat, tags out. Yoshi-Hashi gets the chop, thrust kick into the neck breaker. He gets Zayn on the ropes, hits the drop kick, and hits 2 count where he hangs on the rope. I do like that move from Yoshi-Hashi it's a good move. Zayn stops the fisherman driver. Zayn gets the lariat, but Yoshi-Hashi comes back with a lariat of his own. Goto in, gets the wheel kick in the corner, and then the backdrop suplex out to Zayn. Zayn fights back, hits the Baja Blast to Goto, which was the one that surprised me he hit it on. He picks up Goto, hits the taco driver, but can only get 2. Yoshi-Hashi in, takes out Archer, stops the Baja Blast that Zayn tries to hit on him. He attacks Zayn, but Zayn ends up stopping Karma from being hit. Bishamon hit the final flash, which is the super kick into the Ushigoroshi. They hit Shoto, but Archer makes the save. And he just drags Zayn over the corner and then climbs up and tags himself in. It was great. He then Yoshi-Hashi's on the outside, and he just tosses Lane to the floor onto Yoshi-Hashi and Oleg Bolton. It was great. Archer and you have something there?
No, I was just agreeing.
Oh yeah, Archer and Goto are and they're trading shots. Goto suplexes Archer for 2. Looked great. They reverse. They do reversals on each other, dodging each other's moves. Archer gets Goto up in the corner, hits the rising knee strike, grabs Goto out of the corner, hits the blackout. And this is where I'm thinking Yoshi-Hashi's making the save. And Archer pins Goto. Monster Murder Sauce beat the tag team champions. So good.
So good. So good. I really do love watching Lance Archer wrestle. Like he destroys everything, but he does it in such a way where it's not boring. Like he makes it fun. He makes the destruction fun. Does that make sense?
Oh, very much so.
I feel like we haven't seen him in a hot minute before this. Like there's not been a isn't he signed to AEW?
He is, but he hasn't been there.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Are they the new WWE now, where they just sign everybody and then just don't do anything with them?
I haven't seen Mariah May in a few weeks.
Well, I hear she's doing backstage segments. They're building a story there, from what Astrid has been telling me. But we're not going to talk about that on here. We're not going to talk. We can talk about Mariah on our Stardom one because, yes. Did you happen to see Ladies Wrestling Showcase where Mariah was one of my ladies to look out for in 2024? Yes, queen. Okay, anyway, back to this thing. That being said, AEW, what the fuck, man? So much for Malball trying to swear less on stream. I feel like I need to see more Lance Archer. I mean, the guy's got versatility. He can be goofy like Yano. He can talk on commentary. He can cut a good promo. The guy can wrestle too. And he's a big guy wrestler. So he can wrestle the big guys, but he's got enough experience and know-how and just veteranness about him that he can wrestle with some of the younger hippity-flippity-dippity-doo-doos. Like you can literally put him in the ring with anything. He's going to not only show it off, he's going to look great himself. Then you have Zayn. Zayn's on GCW regularly, right? I feel like I don't hear nearly enough about him on there either.
No, he's an early to mid card guy.
Rude.
There,
which you got that talent, and that's mid card for you guys. Come on.
Yep. I don't lie.
Give us this. I love this combination. This is an entertaining tag team. They have such an interesting combination of moves that make their team very fun and like a very, I don't even want to say North American kind of faction or like team, because they like, Zayn has this weird uniqueness about him where it's like a combination of strong style lucha aerialness. It's very interesting and unique, very similar to Suji. I want to see him over here more because I would like to see him fight the person who I just mentioned, Mr. Suji. Because you can imagine the combination of the two styles could make some really tremendously entertaining matches.
Very much so.
We're going to stop the fantasizing, though. We're going to move on.
We go to the main event. It's the Guerrillas of Destiny, El Phantasmo and Hikuleo taking on Just Five Guys, Dangerous Heat, Taichi, and Yuya. Really good main event. I had a great time watching this one. And I'm not a huge big fan of Just Five Guys, but I don't know, Dangerous Heat's been a great tag team, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all in on these two. Taichi stops a double team from ELP, stops a double team. ELP ends up hitting sudden death to Hikuleo, and Taichi gets the Gato clutch for 2. I thought it was over there. I was like, no. Yuri hits the drop kick to ELP, and then lariats Hikuleo over the top. But Yuri gets tied up in the ropes. He's hanging by his foot.
I took a screenshot of that. Were you talking when he was skinning the cat coming back in? Yeah.
He got his leg caught.
He got his foot stuck, and he's just sitting there like a fly in a spider web, just like kicky. I was laughing so hard. I had to screen cap it and send it to a couple people. I was like, wrestling.
It was so good.
Cute.
And then so he ends up getting free and then hits a plancha to the floor. ELP gets his own Gato clutch for 2. Super kick by Taichi, Black Mephisto, and Taichi. And Yuri pin the strong open weight tag team champions.
Mm-hmm. This one I watched like within a couple hours of filming this. So this one's a little fresh in my head. What I remember was pants from Taichi. I remember Hikuleo taunting him at the beginning with the sumo stance. I'm not going for it. I remember ELP being a big savior in this a lot. Doing really, really well with his tag team. I honestly feel that this was the most, I don't want to say unified, but like very cohesive the strong champs were in this match. Which is something that like I felt was just slightly missing from them. I also wanted to just say I haven't been calling them what you've been calling them. I've been calling them Mephisto Heat and saying it like Eddie Guerrero.
I like it.
I hope everybody did that now and you're just experiencing the same joy that I did doing that. But yeah, got nothing much more to say on this one.
It's all about that dangerous heat. After this show, you have Bishamon with 0 points, which is surprising for the champs to be at 0. God with 2. You have Blue Murder with 0. You have Dangerous Heat or Mephisto Heat, wherever you want to call them. They have 4 points. You have Pirate Blast with 2 points. You got Lucha Jr. with 4 points. Monster Sauce with 4 points. And the Rogue Army with 0 points. Very different from the A block after 2 nights, where only one team has 4, and those other points are really spread out. It's really interesting to see how the block.
They like to do that with these tournaments to us.
Yeah. So we move on to the November 25th show from night number 5. We kick Zane. Alex Zane's on the call with Chris Charlton on the show. That is a note that needs to be made. We started out with the Pillars, Ren Narita and Shota Umino taking on the Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan and Toa Leona. The end of this match, sandwich lariats from Gates of Agony for 2. And then the toss up into the spear to Narita. They go for the double Razor's Edge, but Umino. They hit it on Umino, but he ends up kicking out. Narita makes the save of Umino, and they hit and gets a snap German to Leona, sending him out. Umino hits a Death Rider to Khan, and he gets the win.
Yeah. I was surprised about this one.
Me too.
I honestly expected Khan and Leona to pick up the win on this one. Especially because, like, kind of feel that they're not going to Cinderella story Umino and Narita right now. They're getting dominated a little bit. However, yeah, from what I remember, the ROH champs very, very dominant in this match. I'm very, very impressed with them. I've been very happy and very impressed with the teams and the people that NJPW and Stardom have both been choosing to bring over, either from AEW, Impact, ROH, wherever Hurricane Lady came from. It just, there's so many
Scandinavia.
Huh?
Scandinavia. She's a Scandinavian hurricane. That's all I remember.
Yeah. Who joined God's Eye?
Did she now?
She did. Sorry, officially. I think I sent you that on Instagram. Yes, interesting. Yes, I think she's going to be a good fit. Anyway, I have nothing else to say on this match.
All right, we move on to the second match on the show. It is Chaos. Sorry, we're here. Ishii and Toru Yano taking on the Bullet Club War Dogs, Alex Coggin, Gabe Kidd. I have to get huge props to the start of this match of Yano and Ishii attacking the War Dogs from behind during their entrance, hitting them with chair, and they brawled all around the place. It was great. End of this match, though, Coggin trips up Yano and gets the rebound lariat and Kid hits like this rebound lariat off the ropes, and Coggin hits the German. They do that combo. Great move there. The Dogs end up double teaming Ishii. Yano low blows Coggin, gets the roll, and then he gets a roll up on Kid. But Kid does kick out at 2. Kid stands up straight right to Yano. He crumples, picks him up, pile driver, and the War Dogs get the win. Ishii and Coggin fighting after the match. It was insanity, man. This match was crazy.
Well, I mean, they were definitely at each other's faces for most of this match, throwing each other into the barricades, and just when Coughlin and Ishii got in there and they were trading moves, trading headbutts, trading strikes, Coughlin was refusing to go down. I mean, and I've said this before, I feel like Ishii is a little bit of a gatekeeper right now for these power guys. Because if you can get a win over Ishii, that is huge. So I think what we might be working towards, if Gabe Kidd is having a one-on-one with Kaito Kiyomiya, could we see a one-on-one with Gabe Kidd, with Alex Coughlin and Tomohiro Ishii? I really should be able to.
Do it.
I would pay good money to see that. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Cough, cough.
Cough, cough. Cough,
yeah,
cough.
This was a fun match, though. I gotta say, for being the crazy guy, the village crazy person, Gabe Kidd doing a tremendous amount of development on that crazy person character. Mm-hmm. I mean, I actually probably believe at this point that he is as psychopathic as this character is. But man, is it entertaining to watch. Because as much as he's coming in aggressive, he's coming in hot, he's coming in mean, he's coming in, to kill somebody. He hasn't hurt anyone.
No.
It's interesting to see because that kind of craziness would usually result in someone being hurt by now. So I'm very impressed with the development of it because now I see him and I'm just like, oh, here comes the crazy guy. We're in for some good shit. Yeah.
We move on to a match I really didn't like. It's Noah's Galaxy taking on House of Torture. There's literally a spot where they said it was 5 minutes into the match. I legitimately thought 10 minutes had gone by in real life. And I watched this match on 1.5 times speed. And I thought, so that's roughly 3.5 minutes for a 5-minute match, roughly, in 5 minutes of a match. And I thought that 3.5 minutes of real life was 10.
Yeah, it drug.
This match, I love Oiwa, I love Mikaito, but House of Torture sucks.
They really do tend to ruin everything that they're involved in. And again, it's so sad because it's they're good wrestlers, each and every single one of them, all 5 of them in their own freaking rights. But god damn it, do you put them together and they just that fly out the window, bye. It's embarrassing.
Because
they could be so good.
It's the end of the match. Kaito's getting pins, but getting a couple of pinfalls. But Togo stopping pin attempts. Yujiro gets pimp juice for 2. Kaito stops the big juice, takes out House of Torture, rolls up Yujiro out of nowhere for the win. House of Torture then all attack Kaito after the match, and then they beat up on Oiwa, but then they end up hitting each other with some confusion, and Noah Galaxy take them all out, and Kaito hits Evil with a Shining Wizard, and then it was over. It was just, I was so happy it was done. It was just bad.
It was, yeah, it wasn't my favorite. It was not my favorite. Which is, but I will say, I did say before this started that I really wanted, if anybody was going to get a win over House of Torture in this, I wanted it to be Oiwa. It wasn't Oiwa, but it technically in the books will be Oiwa because Oiwa was a part of Kaito's team and Kaito's team gets the win. So, like, sort of right. Winning. But yeah, this match drug. It drug on and on and on. And once the shenanigans started, it was just not interesting anymore.
No, and it just, I don't know. There's every now and again they get into a weirdly interesting match, but it's not.
But they always break it. It's like they can get through 3/4 of the match and have an amazing banger of a match, but then the rest of them show up and ruin the last third of it, which is arguably the most important part of it. It's like switch it around. If they're going to ruin it, ruin the first 2/3 and let them recover it at the end.
Yeah. And I saw something online that I'm going to hate come night number 8 when we watch this. I know. Oh, you're going to be sad, Mel.
No.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to be sad. So, and I'm already sad. So I'm not going to tell you off stream. It's going to make you sad. And it involves these fuckers, House of Torture.
Of course it does.
We move on to the main event of the evening. Easily the best match on this show. TMDK versus my boys United Empire. Let's go. This match was fire, man. So we had Mikey Nichols, Shane Hayes with Kosei Fujita taking on United Empire's Great Khan and Hanare with Callum Newman. Hayes and Khan, great rolling around, each trying to get position early. Good, like, amateur style wrestling here. Hanare and Nichols come in, and I'm thinking, please God, don't headbutt each other. Please God, don't headbutt each other. And they didn't. They didn't do a head-on-head headbutt, and I appreciate that because that was gross from the G1 this year. That was gross. They're trading hard shots. Hanare drops Nichols with a hard shoulder block, unloads kicks. Nichols back out. They keep brawling. Team TK get a double team. Hayes gets a 2 count. Hayes gets a seated drop kick right to the head of Hanare. Right in the head. Just smoked him in the head.
He smacked him across the face with his foot. It was great.
Yeah. Khan comes in, kicks Hayes in the back. Hanare sends him to the floor. Khan tosses Hayes over the barricade onto Alex Zane on commentary, taking him out of his seat. And Zane just like, well, I'm going to sit down here now.
I'm on the floor now.
Then he's like wanting to fight Hayes, and he's wanting to fight Khan for tossing Hayes onto him. But he's being told, you can't do that. You're commentary. You can't fight. And he's like, come on. And he's getting mad about it. It was
I mean, to be fair, I'm the same way too. It's like, you can fight around me. I don't care. But the second you put your hand on me, I'm involved, Mama G. I'm going to put him up. That is the extent of my self-defense.
Focus. Hanare, it's a senton in the ring. Khan hits Mongolian's Hayes in the corner. He sits on his head. Khan gets the sheep killer into the backbreaker. Then hits a slam, does a cocky pin, and gets a 1 count. Hanare kicks to the chest of Hayes. Hayes tries to fight through, catches one. They trade shots. Hayes hits a Rana to Hanare. Nichols tagged in, unloading on Hanare with some hard shots. Nichols, after he gets some reversals, they both hit DDTs. They trade strikes. Nichols hits Hanare with a Death Valley Driver for 2. Hinari stops the Mikey bomb, and Hinari hits a big boot. Khan comes in with Mongolians to Nichols, running him into the corner. Nichols comes back with a spine buster. Hayes comes in hitting kicks and a beautiful drop kick to Khan's face. Hayes hits the cannonballs in the corner, but can only get 2. Hayes gets Khan up top, but Khan fights him off. But Nichols attacks. TMDK hit the Olivia Newton bomb, but the pin gets broken up. Everyone attacking each other in the center with big moves. Everyone eventually is down. Khan and Hayes fight their way up, trading shots back and forth. They trade boots to the face. They trade lariats. Khan drops him with a straight punch, then hits the grapple Fado Khan for 2. United Empire line up and they do the Aussie, and they hit the Aussie Open sandwich lariats, and then then the Khan tosses Haste into the Hinari powerbomb, but Nichols makes the save. Hinari hits a beautiful spin kick to Nichols' face, just sending him to the floor. But as they go to attack Hayes more, Nichols makes his way back in, stops the Imperial drop. They send Hinari to the floor. TMDK hit Khan with the Tank Busters, and TMDK 3-0, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. 6 points. This team is on their way to the finals.
Yes. Brick. This match was the last match that I saw before coming on here. So it left me in such a good mood, which concerns me for the next matches that I'm probably going to watch tonight when you're telling me I'm probably going to be sad.
No. It's not on night 6. It's on night 8. It's on the, it's 2 shows from, it's 3 shows for you from now.
Oh dear. Well, anyway. This was a struggle for TMDK though. United Empire, they put up a hell of a freaking fight for this freaking 2 points. I also was very happy that Nichols didn't headbutt with Hinari because we didn't need that. No. I appreciated how much freaking heart Shane Hayes particularly had in this match, though. I mean, he was just surviving, doing his absolute best to kick out of everything and then just hoping that Nichols saved him. And it worked. They did so well, and they picked up that well-earned and well-deserved win. Yes. TMDK. So excited. So happy. This was a nice way for me to end my night. Well,
and then the final points after night 5, Bishamon with 2, God with 2, Blue Murder with 0, Dangerous Heat or Mephisto Heat, whatever you want to call them, with 6 points, Pirate Blast with am I reading the right one? No, I'm reading the wrong. Oh, I'm reading.
I was going to say we're in A block now.
Oh, I'm reading night number 6. I'm sorry. So night number 5, you have the Pillars with 4 points, Chaos with 2 points, United Empire with 2 points, TMDK with 6 points with 3-0. You have Bullet Club War Dogs with 4 points, House of Torture with 2 points, Noah Galaxy with 2 points, and the Gates of Agony 0-3 with 0 points.
Boo. I don't like that. I don't like that. Still interested to see what happens for the commentary end when the Gates of Agony is the House of Torture. Very interested to see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we are going to get out of here. We want to thank each and everyone for all your free support. I want to thank you all for all the likes, the comments, the subscribes to the channel. We appreciate all of that. Please keep sharing us out as you're doing. We just want to keep growing. We have been approached with lots of great opportunities going forward into the new year. Together, looks like they want us together for everything. So but me and Mel are gonna have to talk about all of that. They're gonna be seeing a lot more presence on OLE. So we're looking at doing some weekly and monthly wrap-up shows to just kind of keep everybody informed about New Japan and Stardom, and maybe even throw a little bit of Noah results in there too, just to keep a little bit of spice in there on the monthly and stuff. So we're gonna have some stuff coming up with OLE. We have some other opportunities on the table that we got to talk about with some people. So lots of great content coming forward. Lots of great stuff there. But for now, you can find me. I gotta click my button at the X Mastodon, Blue Sky, and Hive at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me over here at Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk on our Facebook page. Check us out over there. Please head on over to twitch.tv/our local establishment for all the great content over there. You'll be able to find me this month doing the Marvel Talk Rebound, where me and Old Ed will be talking the kick off to the MCU Iron Man from 2008. We'll be reviewing that. Probably early January, we'll be covering all of What If. And then sometime in later January, early February, we'll be covering the full entity of the Echo series. And on top of probably another Marvel Talk Rebound in there. Lots of great content coming your way over at our local establishment from myself, Old Ed, and everybody else over there. Check that out. Twitch.tv/our local establishment and youtube.com/@our local establishment. You can check out our boy Mike the Ref simulcasting all of our stuff. We really appreciate all the simulcasting and putting us out, all the great wrestling content he provides at youtube.com/@Backbreaker video. You can also find his live gaming content and his live AEW watch alongs at twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. Lots of great content coming from him over there. He says freaking guests on sometimes. It's awesome. And if you want replays of all this great content, go to Twitch or go to youtube.com/@Backbreaker_gaming, where you can find replays from Mike. You can find replays from Rick Jules. You can find replays from Mr. PJC. And then you can see Mike's favorite guest. It's got to be his favorite guest at this point. The wonderful, the awesome. Yeah, the wonderful, the awesome Miss Kayla J.
Kayla J. I love Kayla J.
We do love Kayla J here. Melball, where can they find your butt?
My what?
Where can they find your butt? Your butt.
My butt?
Okay, where can they find you?
You probably find my butt the most on Instagram, but
I didn't mean it like that.
If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on our local establishment's programming, Paramindful, in the new year. We're going through a little bit of a rebranding for that, though. Going to be changing that up, changing the scene a little bit. So stay tuned to January to see what happens with that. You can also catch me on our local establishment this Thursday, as mentioned at the beginning there. We are going to be watching, well, I am going to be watching the MLW. Is that the right one? Mm-hmm. There's so many acronyms, I get confused. MLW, where there are going to be some NJPW dudes on there, along with Papa Smokes and Bob and Munson. So you don't want to miss out on that. You can also catch me on Astro Pizarro's YouTube channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We just dropped an episode a few days ago where we were talking about some of the weird comments that AEW has maybe allowed to have happen at some of the shows, and also about our favorite women of 2023 and who to look forward to in 2024. So you want to go over there and check that out. If you're wanting to watch NJPW, we will leave a link in the description box below. It is njpwworld.com. It is approximately 999 yen, or approximately $10 Canadian, but it's actually more like $9.50 according to this guy over here. It's still a great price to watch some amazing professional wrestling. You can go back and watch the World Tag League that we've been talking about the last couple videos. You could go back to last year and watch the World Tag League from last year. You can go watch 2007, when Lance Archer came over here and won it with Minoru Suzuki.
2011.
11. See, 7-11. That's where I got it. Guess where I'm going after?
Taco Bell.
I don't think they're open anymore.
No, they're closed.
It's late. But I do want tacos. Maybe I'll get taquitos. We're getting off topic here, guys. Go to njpwworld.com. Go watch some wrestling. It's worth the price. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Just thank you so much for showing up. We really appreciate the great support. Thank you so very much. Keep commenting down below because we love talking to you. And we'll be back very soon with some Stardom, more World Tag League, and lots of great content leading up to Wrestle Kingdom in January. And Dream Queendom at the end of December. And I might even hop on here for a Noah. I might do a quick Noah review on my own, talking the Noah New Year event that will feature Zack Sabre Jr. and Hiroshi Tanahashi. So,
well, look at you go, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Oh, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
You're a ding dong.
Hello, I am.
Hello. Oh, Lord have mercy. That being said, I am your Mello. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Adios.